Have you ever wanted to start a supplement company and you thought to yourself, wow, it's an industry that looks like a lot of fun, I can make a lot of money, and it's a great opportunity for me to be making money from something I'm really passionate about, which is training and going to the gym? Well, guess what, guys? You would not be the first. In fact, I myself, my supplement brand called 13 Lives can be found across Russia, Australia, New Zealand, New Caledonia, and Austria. I also have a whole bunch of prototypes that's in the work, and let me just say I've been doing this for 15 years. You guys go to staffless.app, you'll see that I've been to every trade expo across the world. I've met and shook hands with some of the key influencers in this space. I've been to some of the biggest manufacturing facilities on earth, and I've been in this game pretty much since I was in my 20s. So I know a thing or two about supplements and where they come from. This video is going to be a video for anybody who has thought about making a supplement brand and making some money. I'm going to be talking about how much margin you should be expecting. If you don't know what margin is, I suggest you look it up. But the rundown of it is how much money you will actually make after you spend your money. So your actual profit. We're talking about the type of supplements you can make, some of the best markets to be in and start in, some of the best ways to sell your supplements, and if you just want to do a one product supplement, which one would that first supplement be? What's the best product to start with? And how to actually build a brand out of it. So let's get into it, guys. When you start with supplements and you start making your first supplement, it's a lot like having sex for the first time. You don't know what you're doing, and you're probably gonna screw up a few things along the way. But as long as you had fun, as long as everyone had fun, it's a good time, right? And you want to do it again. Well, my first supplement was a fat burner. It's called InstaHo. I wanted to call it because it was edgy, it was crazy, it was fun, hot pink, had these crazy graffiti lines on it, awesome looking. Still to this day, people talk about it. In fact, my version 3 sells across the New Caledonia region really well. We have a lot of people there that they go there, do their military service there and actually use the supplement. So it's a really, really cool supplement. And as you can see behind me, just where is it? Over there, I have a couple of my other tubs. Now, my first supplement I knew would be a fat burner because there was no fat burner like it in the Australian market at the time. Everything else was watered down, still is. Everything else was watered down and basically caffeinated lolly water, right? And I came up with something that was hard hitting. I did some research on my ingredients, and my ingredients were so cool, so interesting, so different, and they really hit home. People would just rave on about it. It was incredible. And so making my first supplement was a lot of fun, but those were different times too. Now things have changed. The supplement industry, the regulations are very different. The world's gone through a lot of changes since then, right? So for you guys that are starting out in the supplement game, you've got to choose a category that you want to walk down, right? You want to find the category which will suit you best and tell a story that you want to tell. And what I mean by that is you can go for something called test boosters, which is what this is. Go for fat burners like I started. Go for pre-workout, which is another product that I had. You can go for proteins. You can go for collagen supplements. You can go for vitamins. You can go for minerals. You can go for whatever tickles your fancy. Now, as long as you understand you need to tell your story and you need to tell it well. So if you're just making a supplement just to get something out there, you're not likely to succeed unless you have friends in certain B2B spaces. So let's say if there's a massive chain of chemists or supplement stores in your area and you're friends with them and they'll give you a chance, you're probably not going to succeed. Now, your two options of selling are this, usually direct to consumer or business to business. So in my initial stage, I sold business to business because I had still have a portfolio of a lot of business to business clients because that's what I've been doing traditionally for so many years. So for me, it was very easy to be like, hey Adam, I need you to order this product for me. Yep, it's completely different. It's really cool. Yep, now just take 12 units of store. Boom, that was me. 12 units of store times 45 stores. You do the maths. It's already there. Everyone's happy. Everyone wins, right? And then I'd have a couple of my independents. They'll be like, yeah, Vlad, we'll take it on board. Yeah, give us 36 units. We'll sell for it a month. It's cool. It's fun. It's unique. There was a lot of hype, right? Now, if you don't have any of that, you've got a big job ahead of you. And that big job is making content so people know what you are selling. If you do not have content behind you, if you do not have some sort of name or some sort of reputation, you're going to have a really difficult time selling supplements because it is such a saturated space. And when you have a saturated space, you need to have a path to market. So this is where margin talk starts coming in. B2B, your margins are going to be smaller, a lot smaller. Direct to consumer, much higher, but you have to make sure you attract the customer. So what you need to work out is, do I want to sell to the consumer? Let's say on Shopify. You want to sell to consumers on Shopify for your web stores directly from you to the consumer. So there's no middleman, right? You're going to make more money. And me personally, for anyone starting out, this is the path I recommend. I think it's the better path because once you own your customers, you build up your database, you have a system of value that you can repeat to and sell to, and you have a database, which in itself is super valuable. In the business to business space, the rough road is a lot of back and forth. A lot of the time nowadays, the stores themselves require credit terms. So you're basically giving them 30 days, end of month, so almost 60 days before you even see a dollar. Got to deal with the hassles, the returns. You got to deal with them and their customers. So you don't jump into the B2B space unless you are qualified, ready, and have contacts for it. That's why, jump into direct to consumer. You guys will have a much better time. Next part of it, guys, is make sure your labeling is good. So if your label looks like shit or generic, you're probably not going to sell your product unless there's a really good story behind it. Like, I design my own labels and I design labels for all my customers, right? If you look at that, guys, this is like one of my more tame labels, right? But all that I drew, I designed, I made the colors work, the lid. I don't know if you guys can see there's like a little embossment on the lid too. It's designed to attract. This is my other one. Like, look at that. This is all drawn, designed specifically to attract, right? If you guys are making just a generic copy, you're going to be seen as generic. Your label is your front face. If you're not interesting, no one is going to give you the shot, right? So if you don't know how to design your label, come to someone like me, Starfless.app, help you through it. We'll make sure you guys get your label design. We'll take a look at your formula to make sure it's not going to do any crazy stuff you shouldn't do. Hook you up with the right supplier and get you guys on the road to making your supplement brand. But if you want to do it yourselves, make sure you cross your T's and you dot your I's, because one mistake can cost you tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that's in both ways, being too cautious and not cautious enough. Okay. I've seen people waste a lot more money being too cautious than not cautious enough. And that's the interesting thing about supplements too. Lots of people are out there to take money from you. So margins, your access to customers, your path to market, your formulas. Then what you want to do is you want to work out, where are you going to sell these supplements? What region do you want to start in? So let's say your home region is a country like the United States of America. Phenomenal market. Very, very good formulation, adaptation, very good use of ingredients, lots of great manufacturers to actually use. Awesome market. I would say it's like a beginner level market to jump into. If you want to start in the supplement game, United States of America, awesome. Australia, I wouldn't do Australia. It's more of the hard level mode, unless you have friends that are in the game or you want to do direct to consumer and you have good influences. Avoid it like the plague. European market, I would say it's more of an evolving supplement market. Regulation has got a lot harder lately. But here's the interesting thing. Every country in the EU has a different way of approaching certain supplements. So there's a lot of nuances, and that's what a lot of people do. There's a lot of playing between the lines. So really cool way to, depending on where you are in the EU, it can be easy and you can make a lot of money, or it can be a whole pain in the ass and make some money, right? Countries like Russia, where I am, incredible market, huge demographic, everyone loves to train, great exploration for supplements, but you guys are going to have a language barrier problem. That's something else that we do. So if you guys want your products localized, hit me up. Otherwise, China's a really cool spot, but caffeine is illegal in China. So you need to be able to make supplements that don't outstrip the issues in China. And guys, that's kind of where a lot of these issues will come up, and you have to navigate them properly. So like I said, if you don't know where you're going and you want to start a supplement brand, you want to start a business in this game, in this field, hit me up. I do consultations on it. I build brands, I build labels, I build the social media for it, and I help people get off their ground and not waste money in the long run. So if you guys are ever interested, starforce.app, all my details are there. Send me a communication there, and I'll be happy to help you guys out. And if there's any questions at all, you can always DM me here too. I'll try to hit you back. But if you want to get me quickly, starforce.app, contact details down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick one.